Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Phyllis, and I am from the Office of School Climate and Culture, Social and Emotional Learning Team. And this is our first office hour session, and we're glad to have you. Today, we're going to talk about something that's often treated as a nice to have, but is actually the must have for true learning. We're going to move beyond the idea of SEL as a separate 20-minute lesson in maybe an advisory or a community meeting and explore how we can weave it into the very fabric of our whole academic day. So, first, we're going to look at how we got here and where we are going in the school district of Philadelphia. Today's agenda will include the following. First, we're going to think about the evolution, the missing piece in our classrooms, the science of social emotional learning, the mindset shift, and the strategies, practical tools and resources that we can help you and provide you with to empower you and your schools. So, we've always known that kids need more than just the three R's: reading, writing, arithmetic. And for decades, we might have called it character development, character building, or social skills. But as our understanding of psychology has evolved over the years, we've realized these aren't just personality traits, they're more measurable, coachable competencies. So this has evolved into a formal concept called social and emotional learning. And it's helped us to shift our focus from just being fixing behavior to building a capacity to navigate life. So we're recognizing that you can't educate the head if the heart is under stress, which many of our students in Philadelphia unfortunately are. So, in the School District of Philadelphia, to give this work a backbone, we use the CASTLE framework, the Collaborative for Academic and Social Emotional Learning. You've probably seen this wheel in some of our trainings or PDs. We focus on self awareness, self management, relationship skills, social awareness, and responsible decision making. Here in Philadelphia, the district hasn't just suggested that we adopted this framework as a foundation or pillar. In our district, we believe that equity and excellence are the only possible way we can address the whole child. So this has become more than just a suggestion. We've really adapted it as our framework. And we have provided a ton of resources to be able to help you in your unique situations and your unique schools. Here are some of the ways that the CASTLE 5 competencies show up in the classroom in relevant and meaningful ways that help our students to be successful academically. So when we think about us as educators, most of the time academics has been presented to us as a list of standards or maybe an instructional pacing guide that we need to complete. And sometimes for teachers and students, that can feel cold and very data driven. And frankly, sometimes that becomes disconnected for adults and for students from the basic human experience. So when we teach a lesson that lacks this reflection of our students' actual life, we lose them. And we've all seen it. We can plan a perfect lesson, but it often falls flat because we've missed the human state of the room. And we're lacking the reflection of the social emotional realities of how our students are showing up to our spaces and what it's like to be a person in the world today. So when we think about neuroscience, we've finally caught up with what teachers have always felt, that humans don't really learn around their emotions, they learn through them. The brain survival center, which is really called the amygdala, can literally shut down the thinking center, which is our prefrontal cortex. If our students are feeling anxious, invisible, or disconnected, which we know is unfortunately often the case. So it's just also not about just kids, this is also about adults. And we think about the last time we were stressed, or think about when our teachers are stressed. Are we or they able to do our best work? Are we able to show up as our best selves for ourselves and others when we're feeling stressed out? Probably not. So learning really is social and emotional process for all humans. So this is a pivotal point here that I want to really make clear with. We need to think about shifting our mindset to stop thinking about SEL as one more thing, which is understandable because there's so many things that are on our plates in the classrooms, outside of the classrooms, as teachers, administrators. So we have to stop thinking it is one more thing and understand that it's already a full plate, and it is the full plate. The shift is from moving explicit SEL lessons that we may have done in the past to explicit SEL integration. It's the mindset that says, I'm not really going to stop my math lesson to do an SEL lesson. I'm using my math lesson to build SEL skills. And I'm integrating SEL skills into each of my lessons and each part of our day. And when we integrate, we're not losing time, we're really gaining engagement. So let's think about a student struggling with a complex math problem. If we integrate SEL, that moment isn't really just about the academic skill of, say, solving a multi-step equation. It really becomes about self-management, handling the frustration of a new skill, and persistence, being able to stay with something when it becomes difficult and you're not immediately successful. When we name those skills in the moment, students realize that the frustration that they're feeling in math is the same frustration they might feel later in life when their car breaks down, or they have a disagreement with someone in their house, or in school, which is what we want to be doing. We're preparing them for challenges ahead. We're teaching them that the struggle is the learning. The math lesson just becomes a life lesson. There's opportunities all day for these life lessons to be weaved and integrated into whatever content we're teaching. So, how do we do this? We can use the 3 signature SEL practices, which are welcoming rituals, starting a class with some type of connection, which is our social awareness, integrating engaging strategies throughout the lesson, which our curriculums already call for, using turn and talks, think, pair, shares, which gives us an opportunity to build relationships, and including optimistic closures. We end by saying, what's this one thing you learned about yourself today? So we're reflecting on learning and self-growth. We're not reflecting so much about what did you learn about multi-step problems, or what did you learn about solving a problem, a complex math problem. You're learning about yourself. What is one thing you learned about yourself through this struggle today? So these are opportunities and strategic moves that help keep the learning brain focused and reflective and help students to build self-awareness. What did you learn about yourself today? So we don't have to build this from scratch. The Office of School Climate and Culture Social Emotional Learning team has been working really hard to create many different resources specifically for teachers and administrators. We have many different things, including alignment guides, integrated lesson plan templates, quick start guides for every grade level. These tools are designed to fit into your existing curriculums, making the human part of teaching a little bit easier. Some of the things we have are this practical guide to SEL all day, every day, a guide to changing and helping students create academic mindsets, which is the foundation for learning, helping students to believe in themselves as learners and to be open to challenging experiences and to learning new things. We also have connections, very specific connections to the ELA curriculum with protocols and very specific module alignments, opportunities for field trips, and guest speakers and service learning opportunities that align with the SEL competencies. Similarly, in math, we also provide an opportunity for an assessment, an SEL in the classroom self-assessment, to understand where you are and where teachers are in their integration of SEL and academic instruction. Provides a great foundation and a place to start and a great opportunity to reflect and to create goals. So, as we conclude, remember mindset before mastery, belief before content, and connection before curriculum. Thank you so much. We are here to support you. That is the most important thing to remember. And remember, it's a journey, and we want to be here with you. So if you are wanting more information, if you're needing thinking partners, or you want to dive deeper into any specific content area, please reach out. You can contact me directly or any member of our SEL team. Thank you so much for all you do for the humans in your classroom every day. Here is a list of our event schedule of office hours in the future for the month of February, March, April, and May. Each of them will be recorded to reflect upon later. We look forward to seeing you. Please take time to give us some feedback. We always want to learn and to grow. Thank you again.